There are moments in Hollywood that don't just make headlines, they shake fans to their core. And right now, one of those moments is unfolding around Mark Consuelos, a man millions have admired for decades. Charming, charismatic, devoted to his family, and long seen as one of the most grounded stars in entertainment, Mark is suddenly at the center of a storm he never imagined facing. For years, Mark and his wife Kelly Ripa have been regarded as one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. Warm, funny, united, and inseparable, both on screen and off, they've built a partnership that inspired audiences across generations. They navigated fame together, raised a family, and became a symbol of stability in an industry where relationships often fade as fast as the spotlight. But over the past few weeks, whispers have transformed into thunder, and fans are beginning to see a very different side of Mark Consuelos, a quieter, more vulnerable, deeply emotional side that has sparked even more questions. It all began when rumors of tension in the Consuelos-Ripa marriage resurfaced out of nowhere. At first, people brushed them off. After all, rumors follow every Hollywood couple at some point, and Mark and Kelly had always brushed off speculation with humor, grace, and a united front. But this time, something felt different. These weren't just tabloid headlines. These were consistent, intense reports, paired with subtle moments caught on camera that made people stop, replay, and wonder whether everything was as perfect as it appeared. The moment that sent shockwaves across social media happened when Mark was spotted leaving a private gathering in New York. At first, it looked like any normal celebrity exit. Flashing cameras, bodyguards moving quickly, the familiar rush of fans and photographers. But this time, people sensed something unsettling. Mark's face wasn't just tired, it was distressed. His eyes looked red, his expression heavy, and for the first time in years, he seemed overwhelmed rather than in control. Viewers immediately felt it. This wasn't the confident, charming Mark Consuelos they were used to seeing. This was a man weighed down by something extraordinarily personal. Within hours, the footage went viral. Fans began analyzing every frame. His trembling hands, the way he kept his head down, the way he avoided responding to any questions about Kelly. Normally, Mark handles paparazzi with ease, sometimes even humor. But this time, he was silent. And sometimes, silence says more than any interview ever could. Hollywood insiders added fuel to the fire when they reported that Mark had been attending several events alone, events where Kelly would almost always be by his side. Each solo appearance intensified speculation and pushed new questions into the spotlight. Were they taking time apart? Were they dealing with something privately? Or was this a moment of struggle they were trying to keep away from the public eye? Sources described Mark as emotional, distracted, and visibly stressed. They painted a picture of a man trying to hold himself together amid rising pressure. And for someone known for his composure, these emotional cracks suggested something far more serious than anyone had imagined. Then came the moment that left fans stunned. During an interview about an upcoming television project, Mark was asked a simple question, one that had absolutely nothing to do with his personal life. But the moment he paused to answer, something flickered across his face, a hint of raw emotion he couldn't hide. His voice shook slightly, his eyes glistened, and he had to look away for a moment before continuing. Those few seconds spread across the internet instantly. Many viewers believed they were watching a man on the verge of breaking down. Fans began connecting the dots. The emotional interview, the isolated public appearances, the sudden refusal to address personal questions. Everything pointed to a man carrying the weight of something deeply troubling. Neither Mark nor Kelly has released any official statement, but in Hollywood, silence often speaks louder than a press release. Couples who are doing well usually shut down rumors immediately. When they don't, people assume it's because the truth is complicated, raw, or too painful to share publicly. Fans around the world expressed sadness and concern. Many grew up watching Mark and Kelly, from their early soap opera days to their years of hosting live to their loving social media moments as a family. People admired the way they always seemed to choose each other, support each other, and laugh through life together. To see Mark now, quieter, fragile, and surrounded by uncertainty, has struck a chord with longtime viewers, because it shows a side of him few ever see. Not the celebrity, not the polished TV host, but the human being behind it all. Some insiders believe their demanding schedules may be contributing to the strain. Kelly's work on daily television requires constant preparation, energy, and public presence. Mark's acting commitments, recent hosting work, and frequent travel add their own weight. The combination has always been part of what made them a power couple, two very hardworking, deeply driven individuals. But sometimes, even the strongest relationships struggle under the strain of two very successful careers pulling in different directions. Others believe the pressure of being one of Hollywood's most admired couples is finally taking its toll. Being labeled the golden couple might sound glamorous, but it comes with expectations. Expectations to be perfect, to be united, to be happy, to never slip. And no relationship, no matter how beautiful, can meet that impossible standard forever. Yet, through all the speculation and emotion, one thing remains clear. Mark Consuelos is hurting. And fans who have loved him for decades are feeling that hurt with him. As the story continues to unfold, fans are left waiting and hoping that Mark and Kelly will find clarity, peace, and strength, no matter what comes next. Their 28-year love story has weathered many storms, and many believe that if any couple can navigate difficult times, it's them. But for now, all the world can do is watch and wonder what is really happening behind closed doors.